Good morning or good evening wherever you are watching this from. Please enjoy this biscuit demo by Chef Raymond Dawson, a lecturing instructor at the Culinary Institute of America. Please note that this is not a sponsored video by the CIA, but a simple, informative video. Enjoy.
Okay guys, so come closer, come on. Get a little closer. I don't like when you guys are all closer. Alright, so quick breads, right? We're going to talk about quick breads and biscuits. Why do they call them quick breads?
Quick.
Because you don't have to wait for them to proof, right?
Yep.
Yes, maybe they're quick to make, sure. But they're called quick breads because the reaction of the gases that are created to give us our push, our rise, happens relatively quickly. Now, if we were to make a yeast leavened bread, you need to do what for that for it to rise? What do you need to happen? You need to proof it, right? And proofing takes time. And when we say proofing, we're talking about the creation of what? Well, we're talking about the creation of gluten. But with carbon dioxide, gases are being created, right? Yeast is consuming sugar. Byproduct of that is alcohol. Alcohol cooks off in the bread baking process, and the creation of CO2 gas, which gives us our rise. The gas gets trapped in between the layers of the gluten, okay? And that's what gives us our leavened dough. Quick bread, as soon as the chemical leavener, I'm talking chemical leaveners, baking powder, baking soda, hits the liquid, the reaction happens quickly. Quick breads, pancakes, waffles, biscuits, scones, Irish soda bread, all fall in the category of quick bread because the reaction happens as soon as the chemical leavener, baking powder, hits the liquid. Gas is created, carbon dioxide. You ever make a pancake batter and you let it sit for a couple minutes? What do you see on top? Bubbles. That's the gas being created. Gas is coming out of it, okay? So you want to make sure that if you're using a leavened batter like that, use it quickly, or else what are you going to get when you start to cook your pancakes? Little flat crepes, because all the gas is just going to be lost in the air. And we'll talk a little bit more about double-acting baking powder, how it buys you a little more time to make a batter and let it cook, go in the refrigerator to be used the next day, all right? Now, since we've established that with yeast, we want to knead it and possibly make gluten, right? Do we want gluten in a quick bread? What do you think? Why? It'll make it tough. But we're going to talk about consistency in a second. That has to do with the butter. But think about it this way. Yeast is an organic process. It creates the gases in a much more over time, but with a lot more power to push up on those levels of gluten. The chemical leaveners, baking powder, baking soda, don't have the strength to push up on the level of the layers of gluten. So if we were to knead our biscuit dough, what do you think our end biscuit's going to look like? Tight. It might collapse in on itself. It'll be dense, okay? So when you're making our quick bread dough, we just want to get it together till it's a shaggy looking dough. So we're looking for a very unrefined looking dough that we're not going to need those layers of gluten because we want the chemical leavener to push up, all right? Now, who likes a dense biscuit? Nobody, not that I've ever met, okay? Who likes a nice, fluffy, airy biscuit? Everyone. So now with that being said, what do you think we're going to do with our butter once we add it in? Smaller or larger? Think about it this way. What is butter made of? Fat and water. Okay, water when it melts turns to what? Steam. So if there's a big chunk of butter in something and it melts, what are you going to have in there? A little pocket. The little pocket is that flaky. Pocket, flaky. So we're going to apply the cut-in method. You might hear it called the rub-in method, but you want everything cold. I start rubbing this with my hot, sweaty human hands, it's going to be a mess. But if I use my bench scraper and I cut this butter in, cut-in method, I'm going to leave it in slightly larger chunks to yield a more flakier biscuit. So the size of the butter has a big factor to play in the denseness of your biscuit, okay? So now in here I have flour, baking powder, baking soda, and we'll talk more about the properties of each and what you need to have on our chemical leavener kit, all right? So flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and a little bit of sugar. Sugar is really there for caramelization. It also cuts the gluten, okay? Buttermilk. There was no shredded cheese, cheddar, so we're gonna use a little mix it out. Add anything else in. I also found a little Old Bay that I think we'll put in there for a little color and a little flavor, okay? And a little paprika, again, really just for color and helping out biscuits brown a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to cut in my butter first. once we make our dough, our shaggy looking dough, right, and we let it sit for a couple of minutes, what do you think? We cut it in half. What do you think you could expect to see? Pockets of butter and pockets of what else? What did I say is going to be happening with gas? Carbon dioxide, the air, gases. Gas is what pushes it up. So when these guys cut into the biscuit dough to start making the biscuit, it's going to almost look like Swiss cheese because the gases are in there and they're trying to find their way out. So if we were to make this and let it sit, what do you think the biscuits would look like if we made them tomorrow? Probably pretty dense because the gas is going to come out, right? So you want to make, quick bread, you want to make it and bake it. So remember, cut-in method to mixing method, okay, where you break down your butter or your fat into smaller chunks. We've already established that the larger the size of the butter, the flakier our biscuits are. Absolutely. Okay, now at this point with the dry ingredients, you see how I had it set up, dry and wet. That's how the majority of quick bread doughs, batters, are going to be set up that way. Okay, so now when I'm going to add in my cheese, mozzarella, help with the browning, a little flavor. Could add jalapenos if I wanted.
Want a little jalapeno?
Got diced jalapenos?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
So I'm also just feeling through to make sure there's no oddly large chunks of butter. But you see, I'm looking for baby pieces like that. That's going to melt and leave a nice void, and that void is what's going to make our biscuits nice.
Want a little caramelized onion in there too?
Sure.
I'm taking all your meat.
Perfect.
Just take a look. Hey, what you need?
So, we got all of our dry. We're going to make a well. We're going to add in our wet. Now, we don't have to make a well. We just add it in. I think this is the easier way to incorporate the wet. I have a pet peeve about really sticky, doughy fingers. So I'm going to use the spoon to start. So you see it looks really dry and unrefined. So now we're going to have to get in there and start to bring it together. Anytime you mix any type of dough, there's going to be some level of gluten development. What is gluten? You guys know what gluten is? What's gluten? What is it? You guys always say, yeah, no, gluten. What's gluten? It's protein, right? Yeah. So is there gluten in regular flour?
No, it's not really.
Right, that's very good. So you see, it's pretty much there. I got nothing really stuck into my bowl. It's just a little sticky, which we can technically leave it like this, but it'll be a pain to roll out. So remember, what did I say we were looking for here? Shaggy looking dough. Not refined, not kneaded. Now, we're going to take it, we're going to roll it out to about 1/4 inch thick, and then we're going to fold it in half and roll it out again. I emphasize the words I just used for a reason, okay? So, that's it. Biscuit dough. We'll give it about 10 minutes to rest. And then they can cut it. Any questions, guys? No questions? Okay. Kyle, Brittany, this is for you. Everybody else, let's get our station set up.
All right.
Cut it in half, just to make it easier for us to work with. Yep. You guys will do that after the second. So, see how I was saying, you see the holes? Starting the gases, look at it this way. See? Gases. Okay. So, we'll go bench flour. Every once in a while, give it a turn. Make sure it's not sticking, okay? Roll it out about 1/4 inch thick. Fold it in half. We'll roll it out again. Okay.
Chef, why do we fold it in half like that?
To create a layer that'll help with the almost like a lamination of the dough, kind of like a laminated dough. It'll help with the rise.
Yeah.
We're folding butter on top of butter in between layers of dough. Oh, that's good. That's good thickness. Okay. Start from the corner. You're gonna get a sheet pan with parchment. Spray it. Start cutting out your biscuit. We're doing a nice big biscuit to go with our eggs. All right. Just like that. Okay.
Yep.
Do it all. Once you cut it all these little scraps, just gather them all together. Let them rest for 10 minutes while you're doing that one, and then combine all your scraps. And there's nothing left. All right. They'll rise a little evenly, but more importantly, the sides will stay nice and soft. You know what I mean? Because they'll be touching, so you get like a nice soft side instead of just a round.
Actually, I was worrying about getting stuck.
No, they won't stick. They won't stick. The sides will be nice and soft.
Should be laid out like this.
Yeah, I like them like. I mean, it's really a preference thing. I just think you'll see what I mean when they come out. I'll show you. These sides that are touching aren't going to caramelize, so you got two sides that'll stay nice and soft.
Evenly as well.
Yeah, they'll rise evenly. That's great. It's good, guys. Keep going.
That was it for the biscuit demo. Chef Dawson and I worked together to create the best possible learning environment for the students, and it helps that he is super passionate about what we do down here at the Egg. I will be posting more demos in the near future, but for now, enjoy these beautiful biscuits made by our Breakfast All Day team. Great job, guys. Hope you enjoyed that demo. If you have any questions, please comment below and hit that subscribe button.